So with that, I'd like to know what the rest of the party would like to do at this point.
We have like a couple things, don't we?
You do,
I know.
you do. You've also been away from court for the moment, so you may want to check in on that.
I think we should probably go back to court.
And Dodarian, we have to deal with him. And the doctor sent me a letter,
That's right.
so we've got that too.
Shall we go back to the palace and recuperate?
Go back to our luxuries, yeah.
Yes.
I need a drink.
Okay. You guys make your way back to the court, enter the Dragon's Hall, and there's a distinct lack of Joseph welcoming you at this point, which is very unusual.
Where's Joseph?
It's just utterly silent all throughout the halls.
Are
Joseph?
the guards around?
Oh, the guards are there, yeah.
So, where's Joseph?
I do not know, sir.
You don't
I
know.
last saw him speaking with Augury yesterday.
Where?
In her chambers, sir.
Yeah, that's a Kipper thing to do.
Wait, what? Why me?
Have fun, Kipper.
The guard gently shoves Kipper.
It's your time,
towards-
Kipper.
She like
Towards the
trips
hall.
over her feet and she goes, "Oh my god, what?"
Let's go check on the prisoner, Victoria.
Okay.
Aw. She's just
God.
standing in the hallway alone watching them walk away. So confused.
So we'll split that up. Who wants to go first?
Go check on the prisoner.
I was gonna say Kipper should go first.
Oh no, I gotta prepare myself for this.
All right. So, you guys head down to the dungeon where you find Dodarian Pyre outside of the cell. He's sort of twirling a dagger in between his fingers, sitting in the center of the room at a sort of table.
I draw my sword.
Oh.
What are you doing
You're
out
back
of your
already.
cell?
Oh, my whole family really has always had a way of talking people into doing the silliest things.
I would like to put him against the wall and put my sword to his throat, if possible.
All right, give me a strength check.
Oh.
That is a 22.
Okay. Matching. We'll say that you've got the sword held up to him, but he's also kind of already got your wrist locked, the dagger in his hand up to your throat as well, as you're both just stood in the center of the room, and he's like, "Oh, this is quite the waltz we're doing already."
What are you doing out of your cell?
I'm doing nothing but just stretching my legs for a bit. It's very cramped in there, you know? So I just wanted to move around a little.
Your
You're helping quite a
words
bit,
don't
actually.
work on me, Dodarian. We had a deal.
Or yours on mine. Yes, and I'm still here, am I not?
Yes, but
I promised I would remain in the castle for as long as it takes for you to do your mission.
And I had
I'm
a
still in the castle.
condition
Mm-hmm.
that you are in our cells.
You asked that I stay in the dungeon. I'm in the dungeon.
Oh, one of those.
let's not split hairs over semantics. We're
I
glad that
agree
you're still
entirely.
here, Dodarian, but you can understand that this is very poor prisoner etiquette.
I understand your apprehension at me being out, but I promise I'm not going to do anyone harm who doesn't do me harm. So if you would kindly lower the sword, Lady Knox.
You first.
Very well. And he tosses the dagger to the side.
It
It clings on the floor as it falls.
it takes me a minute, but I'll lower my sword slowly.
There we go. See, now we're talking as friends instead of opponents.
We will never
What's
be
better, right?
friends, Dodarian.
I wouldn't go so hard to say never. That's quite a permanent word. But you're down here for a reason. What can I do for you?
Well, mostly just checking out to see that you kept your end of the deal, so thank you
I'm
for that.
still here. Yes. I'm a man of my word, mostly.
Well,
Have you already went across the sea and finished things up? I didn't expect you to be so quick.
we gotta check some things around frame real quick. Tall order to be lord and
Understandable.
ladies of the realm.
It's quite demanding work, it is not. But Take all the time you need. I will be here. In your castle. Minding my business.
Do you mind, as I'm just like, eyes flicker back and forth between the cell?
Would it make you more comfortable?
It would probably
Even if
make
you know
her.
I can get out with ease.
It'd probably make her a little less stabby.
Okay.
I'm still just like gripping my sword and staring at it.
If it brings you comfort, Vicky, I'll get back in the saddle. And he walks over and shuts the door and locks it himself. with
Oh
the
my
key.
god, this guy.
And the keys,
And then he
please.
puts it in his pocket. Oh, sure. Here you go.
He
I
probably-
guess I'll have to get some new ones this week.
I'm surprised you already don't have a copy of them on you or something.
You think very highly of me, Mr. Irons. I'm not so well prepared. I wasn't sure when you were going to come back, so I had to make some preparations. Your kitchen. Some of the finest food I've seen in a while.
Victoria starts like marching away.
Oh, and there she goes. Was it something I said?
There's power inadequacies, you know. There's a lot of issues, okay? A lot of trust issues to resolve over there, so...
I get it. I understand. And that's why I'm still here. I'm trying to mend those bridges, you know?
You know it's gonna take some time, especially with...
Oh, yeah. I don't expect it to be an overnight process, but hopefully once Kipper has her aunt back, some things will be remedied.
Well, we'll let you know what's happening, but we're kind of split between two parts of the world right now, so... We'll make sure to
Good
keep
luck
you
out there.
updated.
Stay safe. Hate for you to not come back eventually, and then new lords have to let me out of here.
I'm sure you wouldn't have much of a problem with them.
Probably not.
And Ainz will depart as well.
All right. We're going to go back to Kipster now,
Oh.
as you're going to make your way to your chambers to see Augury.
Hey.
Yeah, she's just sat at the desk as she usually is. Seems to be going over some papers.
Oh, I'm
you're
back.
again. Welcome back. How were things?
It was complicated.
Is everybody alive still?
Yeah.
That's fortunate.
Yeah. Do you know where Joseph is?
Gone.
You wanna elaborate a little bit on that?
Yes, you told me to take care of him.
Wait, what?
I took care of him.
Back up, what?
I'm joking. He left of his own fruition.
She, like, clutches her chest. She, like, kind of leans over. She's like... Okay, what happened? Like, what actually happened?
He left a letter for all of you. Let me...
Also, were you just
Looking around
making
the
a
desk.
joke?
I do those from time to time. I think you'll find I'm quite humorous.
Oh, okay.
Yes, here it is. He left this behind for you.
Okay, and she takes it and opens it?
All right. It reads, I'm sorry. Signed, Joseph Singsong.
She just looks at it and blinks like 7 or 8 times. And then
Yes,
she,
he
like,
didn't say where he was going, but he was in quite a state when he left, so...
yeah, she looks back at Augury and kind of waves it in the air and she goes, okay, what the fuck does this mean? What does this mean?
You know him better than I do.
Do I, though? The guard said
I
the
would think
last
so.
time they saw you, I mean, they saw him as he was talking to you. Did he
Yes,
say
he was
anything?
giving me that letter.
That's it?
Yes, he apologized profusely, and then he was gone,
You didn't
like
ask
a shadow in
about
the night.
anything?
It's not really my place, too. I was just here to take care of your court.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay. And she's like, has her hand on the bridge of her nose, just kind of like pinching the bridge of her nose with her 2 fingers, and she's just like, alright, cool. I guess I'm not gonna get much more info.
Also, why are we imprisoning the man downstairs, by the way? You never really let me in on that.
'Cause he's an awful person.
He's very charming for an awful person.
Yeah, well, you know, awful people can be charming.
I suppose so.
He got my aunt killed.
I see. Why is he still alive?
He says he can bring her back.
Hmm. And if he doesn't?
Then we kill him.
And if he does?
I don't know yet.
Your judgment seems blurry.
What would you do?
I think when a man doesn't falter on his deals, he should be rewarded. Regardless of past transgressions. People change, turn new leaves all the time. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't, but it's better for your image that you're merciful in the face of him providing a gift.
Do you think people really do change?
I think some people can, and some people can't.
Well, this has been enlightening, but I should probably tell the other two what's going on.
I'm happy to see you're safe.
Thanks. Thanks
You
for...
were missed.
Oh, by anyone in particular? And she has, like,
Me.
kind of a weird grin on her face. Oh,
Going to make me say it, I see.
yeah.
Well, I'll be here, should you decide to take up our bet again.
Oh, I'm not that tired right now. Okay.
Go see your friends. I'm sure they're waiting for you in the court.
Okay. Thanks for taking care of the court while we were gone.
My pleasure.
Okay, bye. And she quickly, like, scuttles out of the room,
All right.
looking for Victoria Nines.
Where do we find them, you two?
I feel like we'd be arguing
I'd probably
like
just
at
hear
the,
them arguing
the entrance
somewhere.
to the dungeon, like just like
Mm-hmm.
me like kind of wondering if we should kill him or something. I don't know. What do you think, guys?
We can't just execute somebody on minimal grounds, Victoria.
He was out of his cell. He admitted to going into the kitchens.
Unfortunately, we have to realize that we're in a position of power, and whenever we just kind of murder people,
Are we?
it's not a
Are
good
we
look.
in the position of power? Because it doesn't feel like it, Ainz.
Whoa, okay, there's a lot of insecurity going on right now. I mean,
Insecurity? What the? I'm not
Whoa.
talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Okay,
Start to
wait,
march
hold on.
away.
Guys, hello, guys. She like comes around the corner and finds them, and she goes, "You know, the entire palace can hear this, yeah?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah,
found you
shut
guys."
up.
you can't just tell
I
us to
don't
show up. It's
really-
our castle.
Care.
So I think we have something a little bit more pressing right now.
What?
What?
And she hands them the letter from Joseph.
Yeah.
Oh God, what did your girlfriend do?
Girlfriend, excuse me, what?
I mean, are we not? I just like looking back and forth.
You know
I don't
the
know
whole
what you're
palace can
talking
hear
about.
you, Kipper.
Shut up, Victoria. This isn't about me right now.
But yeah, what did Augury do to Joseph?
Oh, see, yeah, that's my first question, because she said she got rid of him because I asked her to take care of him, and she apparently was making a joke. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I'm just
Oh my
staring at her blankly.
She's just like kind of hyperventilating again. She goes, anyway, yeah, she said he was in a state and came in, gave her that letter, and I opened it, and that's what it said. And then he left.
So she didn't coerce him into writing this.
No.
What the hell?
Yeah. Apparently we don't know everything there is to know about Joseph.
Well, we need to go find him, right?
Yeah, but we don't know anything.
Why would he leave without us?
He apparently felt bad about something.
I'm sorry, what does the letter say again?
It just says, "I'm sorry," signed Joseph Sing Song.
Well, I mean, at best we can have the guards keep watch out for him, but
Can I go speak to the guards? Like, at the front, maybe?
Yeah, you can do that.
Did you see Joseph when he left?
Yes, we, I mean, nothing seemed unusual, if that's what you're asking.
Which way
I
did he
assumed was
go?
on his- he took the bridge out and then went right. After that, I wouldn't know.
And how long ago did he leave?
Yesterday.
Would I happen to know in what town might be in that direction or something like that?
Let me consult the map. Where the fuck is it? There we go. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, you'd know that that would be heading towards Shoevine, which is going to be the capital city
I
of
know
Wineland.
Shoevine.
And also where quite a bit of, like, ships and trade is done as well. So,
It doesn't take long to get to the coast, and from there,
He could
throw
be
a dart on the
anywhere.
map, and yeah. Like I said, all we can really do is keep a watch posted for him, but possibly contact other courts to see if they've seen him around.
Yeah.
We
traveling
don't
bard's
really
kind of-
know a ton about his past, do we?
Not really. He always just kind of came and went.
Yeah, he
so-
just showed up when we needed him. Also, what were you guys arguing about when I found you?
Dodarian was out of his cell.
Oh,
And he's been in the kitchen.
brilliant. Awesome.
Yeah, but listen, I know it sounds bad, and it technically is bad. We should probably fire some people. But we can't be too upset. I mean, it's not like he could have easily just walked out, it seems like, so he didn't. Gotta give him
So
points
we're
for that.
happy that the con artist isn't leaving.
I mean,
Also, he could have just, like, walked out, walked back in, and we would have been none the wiser, but he had to throw it in your face.
well, he already admitted that he was in the kitchen, so he probably would have admitted that, he was just coming in and out as he pleased.
Again, he could have done it secretly and privately, and we would have been none the wiser. I would rather have that, personally.
Listen, we'll take what we can, especially since he has the secret to you-know-what. We don't really have a lot of power in this situation, do we?
I still don't like him.
That's fair. I don't say you have to like him. All I have to say is that maybe let's not try to murder him at first glance.
I'm like
Mine's turned.
looking at my drawn sword.
Augury said that if he follows through on my aunt, we should just give him mercy and let him go.
Well, that's kind of up to you. I know what happened was pretty fucked up. I was kind of through that entire situation, so I feel a little less involved, but he took away and he's trying to give back.
Yeah, well, he didn't have to do it in the first place.
Well, yeah, I think it does stand that killing your aunt in the first place was a bit of a dick move.
Bit of a dick move, he says.
Okay, very cruel. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have joked about that.
So what are we planning on doing now?
I don't know. Do you want to follow up with Dodarian, or do you want to try to go up north for your Penelope? So that was a thing, wasn't it?
Why is everything so complicated?
And all around you, by the way.
We don't-
You're a lot
nope.
of. You're a very big handful right now.
Nope, we just came back from something else that had to deal with your past, so you know what?
Okay.
That was not on me. Nope.
But we
Can't
were
blame
also
it
trying to
on
get
me.
money out of it. So can you
Nope.
really blame me?
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't my past.
Well, now we have two options, and both of them are linked to you. So congratulations.
Well, one of Nate. You know what? No. Nope.
Oh, come on! Don't do this to me too.
So what do we want to do? Do you think this Dodarian guy seems to know a lot? Do you think he might know anything about Joseph?
I mean, maybe. We can go ask him.
Well, I'm not gonna go talk to him. I might
Yeah,
just
you probably
behead him if I go talk to him again.
Honestly,
Also-
you know what, Ines? Why don't you go down there alone?
Okay. I guess.
Yeah, I sure hope something bad doesn't happen to Irons going down by himself.
We'll give you 10 minutes. If it takes longer, we'll come check on your body.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate the vote of confidence.
If he kills you, we'll know where he stands.
Uh-huh.
And then we
Let
can kill
me-
him.
Let me just go down these stairs and not fall down them like I certain someone else.
I was knocked out by gas.
Kipper kind of goes,
I kick her shin.
ow! God damn!
You deserve that and you know it.
Yeah,
See
well,
how
it was
it
kind of
feels.
funny, and I'm the one that had to lug your ass back up the stairs, okay?
I appreciate it.
Yeah. But you can't take that kickback now, can ya?
You deserved it. You know that.
You can kick her back. I just calls out.
It's not worth it.
What do you mean it's not?
She just puts her fingers pinching her nose again. She's just like, I cannot right now.
Ein slams the dungeon door behind him.
Yeah. So Darian's just humming.
Why do we have so many issues?
Why are they such a handful? Ein's just like stomping down the stairwell. Oh, hi.
yes.
Oh, hi, Dodarian.
Good to see you again, Duke Felminster. Welcome back.
So, couple of questions. You're probably in the know.
Ask away.
Um,
I'm in the know on some things.
you
not a
know,
lot.
our esteemed courts.
Joseph.
Yes,
Yes, we
Joseph.
love him. He's wonderful. What about him?
So he kind of just left, with just leaving this. Ein shows the letter.
Hmm.
Not sure if, I mean, we've hung out with him, but we haven't really hung out with him. So
He. You've never asked him about his life, per se? The whole reason he took to the road and
well,
everything?
gallivanting across the countryside and Dimerel and fighting armies, and it kind of never got brought up. Also, kind of a dick move on our parts, I guess.
I was gonna say, we
I'm
have been
sorry.
pretty selfish.
Suppose so. Well, it starts as many adventure stories do with a dead mother.
Oh,
Sorry, it's not funny.
Something he feels quite a lot of guilt over, I'd say. So, who knows? Maybe he, like Kipper, is on his way to avenge a family member.
do you know what town he's from? That we could possibly try looking for him?
All I know is that his mother died on a mountain in Dimera. He was pretty vague with it, but he did convey the feelings of guilt that he has over her death, because he was passive during it.
Well, there's a whole ass mountain range up there, so yeah, that doesn't really narrow it that much down.
Not particularly. I hope you are working things out for me upstairs, Hines. I'd hate for things to go badly here.
I'm trying to help out, but you're just a little too charming for your own good, Dodarian.
You're not the first man to tell me that.
Eh,
Probably not the last.
yeah. Unfortunately,
Or a
you
woman.
smooth talking your way out of the cell has my two compatriots quite riled up. So
Yes, well, if I had malicious intentions, don't you think I would have maliciously done something already?
listen, I'm trying to help you out, because while I still think the price of Kipper's aunt was a bit steep, and throwing us under the wagon was also
That was an unfortunate
Not ideal.
circumstance, I do admit, yeah.
just level with me. This way to bring back Kipper's aunt, is it legit?
Wholly legit. I've seen it done once already.
And was there any drawbacks?
Depends on perspective, I suppose.
Ein's eyes are just very narrow.
It's not... The aunt will be back. Dante will return. As she was. Just physically a little different.
Not her body, I'm going to assume.
You're a wise man, Feldman. I see why they put you in charge.
Unfortunately, I'm a little bit of an expert on the matters of being brought back to life.
I think the means may not be the same as you're referring to.
That is fair. But there's always some kind of cross whenever resurrecting the
I
dead.
promise you there will not be a huge negative pushback. She will not disagree with the methods.
You know, when I tell her that, she's going to be quite disgruntled.
She may be disgruntled, but prices have to be paid, you know. No transaction is complete without its other half.
Yeah, something's gonna give, something's gonna take. Okay.
And, I mean, we'll have to travel out to the Goliath Isles anyways, so...
The Goliath Isles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right next to Peresia,
So,
in the east.
by the way, with us using this new body, how are we going to get said body, or is that just provided?
It's provided. You just need to put the soul in the cylinder.
Okay.
Curious thing, isn't it?
Alright. Well, I'll be going back up there, but good news is that we might be heading that way from the way it sounds. So.
I am thrilled.
Alright. And I just like. Is there like a random cup of wine down here that maybe one of the guards was just like.
Sure, why not?
I just takes it. It just immediately chugs it. Okay. I'm way too sober for this right now. And goes back upstairs.
That's a vintage 82. Enjoy.
You got the good.
It also advise against drinking things left around your enemies. It's too late for him.
It can't really. It won't hurt me that much. If
have a
it
point.
does almost kill me, I'll just explode everything around me.
Great.
Fair enough. Alright, you're heading back to the party, Tim.
Boom, baby. Opens the door.
Holy shit! What the fuck? Why'd
That's
you
how
do
you make
that?
entrance, by the way.
So, what did he say?
So, well, he did mention about Joseph that apparently his mom died, and it might be something related to that. Unfortunately.
We've never really asked Joseph about anything about him, have we?
Yeah. I just like sheepishly like rubbing his hands together.
Wow. We kind of suck.
I mean, all the better for him for sticking around, even though we were kind of just ignored him. Even though he helped us out a lot.
I think he likes us.
Yeah. The best lead he had was that he possibly could be in the countryside, somewhere in the mountains near Dimerail,
Okay.
which doesn't really narrow it down.
Not really.
So, I'm not sure how much. I mean, if anything, we could send somebody out there to try to look for him.
Maybe we just need to give him time.
Yeah.
Can
mean,
I
if
ask God a question?
Ask away.
I can't for the life of me remember because the doctor left me a note, and she said where to meet her.
It was in Honia, in between Eurito and Wolfwater, I believe.
Okay, never mind then. I was like, maybe if it's on the way, we can see it. Okay, never mind. I'm good.
Yep, all good.
But I also talked to Dodarian about the whole aunt revival situation.
Okay.
So, would you guys like to sit down? Maybe can we get some eyes like snapped his fingers?
I narrow
Just
my eyes.
Spit it out.
Servant, some of the kitchen staff will bring out some glasses of wine.
Thank you
For the party.
They already know me so well.
Spit it out, Ainz.
So I asked him to level with me about this whole revival situation. I wanted to clear the air. So, I mean, he still guarantees that it works. However, as I'm just like is like taking a drink, he also said that she won't have the same body.
I'm sorry, what was that?
There's just silence from Kipper, and she's just blinking at you.
I'm just like drinking it down. It's like, ooh, amazing vintage, as always.
Ainz,
Mm-hmm.
can you
Courtesy of the Pyres, my lord.
repeat that one more time?
I'm
Oh.
sorry, what? I talked to the server.
Yes, the Pyre family sent over a gift of wines. we've
I
been
pour my glass out on the floor.
Oh God!
Well,
And I throw it and
it's
like,
unfortunate. It's
oh
quite
my
good.
god! And she like stomps away.
We have to get someone.
I
to
suppose
clean
I
that
shouldn't tell her about the new bed sheets, probably. They're also from the Pyres.
up. If it's anything from the Pyres, it's just like throat cutting, just like.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you just hear like yelling further
Down the
on.
hallway.
But don't take it. Don't get him up. Or he like pulls them aside. It's like, but don't get rid of mine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for all the hard work. I apologize for the mess. So yeah, your aunt won't apparently have the same body.
Is this even worth it? I don't even know if my aunt wants to be brought
It's your
back.
aunt being alive or dead. Mind
Yeah,
you,
well-
your family's kinda cursed with a death goddess.
Well, I didn't ask for that. I was just born.
All I'm saying is that if we don't bring her back, who knows what's happening in the other life.
What if I bring her back and she doesn't want to be back?
I mean, she was killed pretty instantaneously. She probably has plenty of stuff to do, plus being back with you.
Oh god.
I think if there's a chance to bring her back, we should take it.
Fine. It's not like we have anything else going on.
Suddenly, a voice
Anything else?
echoes through the halls. Am I interrupting something? You turn around and see an unfamiliar man standing in your court. He's got very regal attire on and seems to be missing an arm.
Oh dear.
Do I hear it? I did stomp off.
You are gone at the moment,
Okay.
as far as I know. It's if you want to come back, you can.
I feel like
I'm
you're
gonna
on your
roll
way to
for
the
it.
room to burn your bed sheets.
I think, based on my roll, I hear yelling, so I'm kind of making my way back.
Okay, sounds good.
Sorry, we haven't had the pleasure of meeting. I am Ines Felminster. This is Kipper Renhaven, Lords of the Castle.
Oh, I know who you three are.
And you are?
The name is Griffin Highmore. He kind of bows before you. I'll also say that you notice he has like a sword, but it is on the side that he has an arm instead of the opposite. So,
Oh, that's interesting.
Brow raised.
am I interrupting some important business, or may I have your time, my lords?
Oh, interrupt us, please.
Happily. He starts walking deeper into the court. Would you like to sit, or would you prefer to stand?
I'll stand. My blood's a
I'll
little up at the
stand.
moment.
Yep.
Excellent. As I've said before, my name is Griffin Highmore of the family Highmore. If you're not familiar with us, we reside out in Buchareshia under the tutelage of Lord Dragus.
Excuse me, what?
We're here. I am here, and my men outside are here, to query if you would help us deal with an issue residing in the south.
And what issue is that?
There is a man on the island of Zen terrorizing it. The locals have nicknamed him Edward the Impaler.
Let me guess. Eddie Garbeck?
I do not know the man's correct name, per se, only what I've heard of him. He and I seem to share a religion,
Great.
but seem to disagree on the practice.
Yeah, let's go kill him. It's about time.
I could use a good killing.
So then we have allyship then, I assume?
You said
Yeah.
the right words. Yeah.
I could use that.
Tell us more about this situation.
It seems that Mr. Edward has taken up the blood of Kaelin as his religion, and as such is trying to shed blood as quickly as possible to accumulate as much power as he can through the use of blood magic, which I'm not foreign to, per se. But he is doing so in a way that I find disagreeable.
And what weighs that?
He is massacring civilians each and every way of Sunday, hence the name the Impaler. The streets in Zen are lined with bodies impaled upon pikes that know no age. They could be a child, they could be a woman, they could be a man, they could be elderly, it wouldn't matter to this Edward. But he is not attaining the blood, to my eyes, correctly. Blood should be shed in battle, nowhere else. I'm sure you would agree.
Yes.
And I'm sure you have noticed my handicap by now, as he like gestures towards his missing arm.
Yes.
But I promise you it will not be a problem once we're out there, as he kind of takes his coat off, and you can see that where the arm should be, there seems to be this large metal piece that has runes inscribed into it.
Sick.
I see.
If I may offer you a demonstration. He takes a vial of blood out of the coat, and he drinks it in front of you at this point. And you watch as the runes on his shoulder begin to light up, and suddenly he has an arm made of blood.
Damn.
Oh.
He then stretches the hand all the way to Ainz and takes the wine glass out of his hand and brings it back to himself. 82 vintage. Very nice.
A man of culture.
It's not that nice.
Not right now, Victoria.
So, we are allies then?
I don't see anything disagreeable.
Excellent. We'll leave tonight.
Very well.
Me and my squad will be waiting outside for you. Duke, Duchesses, and he will turn and walk out of the court at this point.
Well, I guess we got our answer of what we're doing next.
This should be a good team bonding exercise to let out all the possibly burrowed rage that we might be harboring at the moment.
I look
just
over
look
Victoria.
at
And I look at Victoria.
I'm gonna go get some rest before we leave. She kind of stomps off.
Honestly, rest sounds good. I'll see you later. And she heads up to her room.
Okay.
To which room? Which
Don't
room?
worry about it.
She
Don't
went
worry
to?
about it. She's heading to her own room that Augury may or may not be inside of.
So is Ainz the only one left in the court at the moment?
Yeah, Ainz is just sitting there.
Excellent.
Oh no!
No.
As from the dungeon door, you
And
can
the
hear,
roof falls apart and lands on
well,
us.
that was entertaining.
Oh God! Thank God you did that while they're gone.
No, I waited until they left. I don't want to cause any more issues than I already have. But you should be careful running around with a Highmore.
Why is that?
I figured you'd know their history. They used to be the noble family of this city at one point. But then they were Kardak supporters and they got kicked out of here.
Well,
Quite
yeah,
quickly.
I can see where that would have.
Yeah, surely
Understood.
Mr. Highmore isn't looking to take back his family's original seat or anything. Wouldn't that be awful?
Well, I would prefer them over Eddie. However, they did choose to fall in line with Eddie, so that's also very concerning.
Very true. Very true.
But regardless, I think.
He looks at the wine spill on the floor.
Yeah, sorry about that.
82 vintage.
You all are very proficient at this winery thing. Usually, don't you guys like take a whiff and like a taste to understand make?
Oh no. My sister is an expertise, and as such, I decided to also take a interest in the topic. You should go to our winery if you ever get the chance.
You know what? If I ever get a vacation, I would love to.
Anywho, I'm gonna go back down to the dungeon before everyone loses their heads.
Yes, please do.
Good night, Ernst.
Good night. I just like
Shuts the
sitting
door
there.
behind him.
I feel like Dodarian's just gonna end up being like the resident guy who just chills in our house. Like he just,
He's the
just goes from
roommate.
room to room giving little pieces of wisdom every once in a while.
Okay. So everyone's taking a long rest, I assume?
Yes.
Hooray! Victoria.
Uh-huh.
While you're sleeping, you seem to be in some kind of tavern.
Oh no.
It's kind of busy all around you. And sitting across from you is the Mind Flayer.
Sorry.
Oh,
I tried to make things a little bit more appealing.
hey.
You like it?
It's nice.
You, betrayed me.
Can you blame me?
I can, honestly.
Hmm.
After all the times I've tried to give you the ultimate power, but it's okay.
You know, I think it's a
Because I
matter...
think I found someone who's going to be a bit more accepting,
Yeah.
especially after I threatened to eat their daughter's brains.
It doesn't seem fair.
Well, I'm sure your parents will be very open to the idea by that point.
What are you talking about?
Now, who would you prefer, your mother or your father? Let's make a choice.
Are you fucking with me?
No, that time has come and gone. When you closed the passage for me, it's made communicating with you so much more difficult.
What did I do to take your attention?
You have exponential potential, Victoria. But you won't act on it. So if you won't act on it, maybe one of your relatives will.
Doesn't it have to be their choice?
I'm past asking, honestly. Maybe I'll just play eeny, meeny, miny, mo when I get to them. Choose off of that.
There's got to be a reason you're talking to me about it instead of just doing it. What do you want?
Well, I hope that maybe you'll see reason, but in all your infinite wisdom, maybe it's just not in there for you to see. It.
So what? I become your thrall, and then you don't make them one?
Seems like a fair trade, I'd say. It's a very simple process. He brings his hand up and he's holding like a tadpole by the tail. Need only put one of these in your eye. Then, over the course of a very short amount of time, you'll be one of us. If your body accepts it, that is.
And if it doesn't?
You'll become a mindless puppet to us, but you're still useful in that case.
Why are you doing this?
Last chance, Victoria, yes or no? I won't waste my time with you any longer.
Can I do an insight roll?
Yes, you may. What are you looking to get out of this?
Anything?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Nope.
What'd you get?
That one.
Okay. Yeah, he seems like he's telling the truth.
Seems great.
As far as you can tell.
She gets some tears in her eyes, and she says, I can't do that.
Can't do what?
I won't do it.
Then I guess our game is over. What time do you suggest visiting your parents would be best? Oh, who am I kidding? I don't need your advice. And he snaps, and you wake up in your bed, Victoria, staring at the ceiling. Thus concludes this week's episode of Quest for Eggs. Thank you so much for listening to the Natural Rollers podcast. Be sure to tune in next week to find out what happens next with our wonderful party of misfits. See you, everybody.